Hello traders, hello everyone. I hope you had a great holidays and that you are ready for some market action. I really hope that we will get it. And so far it looks promising. Actually, the US dollar, I think it could really move to the upside based on different outlooks. I mean, the 10-year US notes are still bearish, looking for more weakness. Stocks are doing quite well. Metals are very bearish. Crude oil is running into a fifth wave, so I really think the dollar actually could break to the upside. So firstly, let's go to the dollar index today. So as you know, I've been talking about this correction to the downside and the reversal higher that I was expecting, and so far, as you can see here on the intraday chart, this can be an impulse in progress. Okay, this could be maybe as a leading diagonal here for wave 1, then you have a wave 2 pullback, and you would expect higher prices for a wave 3. Also, here are the subdivisions of wave 3. Okay, so the idea is that this could really, I will just make a quick screenshot here. Okay, so the idea is that dollar should move above 97.53, because if this was a correction, then of course this correction should be fully retraced, and also if this would happen, then I think that 97.70 would not be far away, and if this happens, well, then you will be higher in the wave 5, which has a target around 98.50, okay, where fifth wave can be equal to first wave 1. Okay, so dollar index is bullish, so euro dollar expecting more weakness. Here I'm looking at slightly different count. This can be a triangle. The only question is if this really is a triangle, because actually why I go with this count is because move is sideways. It's not progressing to the downside yet, so I rather label it as a triangle. So the question is if this wave E will still test this upper trend line, or is this wave E very small? I know that there are a lot of examples where wave E is much more compared to other legs which can be much more complex. So I would not be surprised if we see a straight breakdown, but of course I will be aware of this 112.76 resistance, which would actually be quite nice. The previous swing low broken decisively can become resistance if we see these prices turning back to this level. But of course, any upside should be limited. I'm just expecting a decline, and ideally this decline will resume this week. Okay, if we see sudden drop below 12.35 and daily close, which, as you know, is the most important price of the day, if this will happen, then of course I would expect much more weakness. Okay, so what about cable? Well, cable, as you know, I'm on the sideline. Actually, I know that this can be even top in place right there, but I mean, this is such an ugly wave structure, and if you consider potential triangle in a wave B, then you really should be aware that maybe this will see a gains. I mean, look at the euro pound. Euro pound weakness is also still not done, so maybe despite lower prediction in euro dollar, maybe some support on cable could be found if you consider the euro pound structure. Okay, now let's take a look also on Aussie dollar. Now Aussie dollar, I have been warning about this reversal down, because clearly this was not any progression of a strong bullish trend. It was very slow and overlapping price action, potential ending diagonal here right into 61.8%. So what happened is we got this decline. It impulsive. Okay, waves 1, 2, 3, 4, and wave 5. So what would you expect? More weakness after a correction. And normally correction will take you back to the area of a former wave 4. So watch out this 71.30 up to 71.60 area. Now it's also Monday. I usually do not trust Monday flows too much. Okay, because it's still, especially after holidays, you know, firstly traders have to come back, settle, look at the markets, look at the situation, and then once they go through the first process of the week, then you may see the real flows coming in, which could be in Tuesday. Okay, so I would not be surprised if we will see a reversal and recovery in the next 24 hours, ideally back into wave 2, and then you see a drop into the second part of the week. This would be probably the ideal scenario from Aussie dollar when I'm looking at this structure. So if you see a bounce, that would be nice. It could be a ideal pattern to maybe to catch some pips on the downside, but the idea is that this wave C should either unfold as a 3-wave flag for this triangle, or maybe as even as a 5-wave decline as a wave C of a flat. Okay, so in both cases I think that Aussie dollar could see more weakness. Now if we take a look also on dollar CAD, this is also intraday chart, very nice structure, potential bounce here from this new swing low, which could be first leg of this recovery higher into wave C. And what I like the most about this one is that this was a 3-wave move. Looks like a small bullish flag, so watch out for this breakout right there, which could send us much higher, definitely towards the upper side of a triangle range. Now here's this triangle that I'm tracking, waves A. I know that this was quite a big wave B, but it's still a valid structure if we consider that this can be a 3-wave subwaves right into wave B, and that wave E has finished below the previous start of a triangle, which was obviously here. Okay, this is a must, this is a rule. Wave E must not finish above this swing high, but it must be below the starting point of wave A, this wave A, right? Okay, so it looks like that we could see more upside, and definitely I would not be surprised if we see 78.6% and then maybe market turns to the downside. Okay, now the next market, crude oil, yes, crude oil could be very interesting. Why? Now imagine if dollar CAD could see more upside, okay, then maybe we need some help from bearish energy markets. So if dollar in general will move higher, then I think that energy market actually could see limited upside. And if we consider the wave structure, at least short term, I would not be surprised. I see 5-wave move up from that March, when was that? March 25th low. Okay, this was wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, ignore this wave C, wave E, and wave B. I mean, this is not important at this stage, even because it either can be start of a very new strong bullish trend on crude oil if we consider how strong market moved up since start of January, or it can be end of a very deep correction. But in both cases you would expect at least 3 waves of a pullback. Now why I think that these 3 waves of a pullback, or at least limited, that bulls can be limited on the upside around 66 up to 68, is because we are seeing prices in a 5th wave, and we know that after every 5 waves correction occurs. So if you focus on this structure, okay, then you would expect a correction. And what I really like is that actually this looks like a triangle to me in a wave 4, and we know that after triangles, market will make final piece of the puzzle within the bullish trend, within the higher degree trend. So again, triangles suggest that breakout will occur, but that moves may not last long. So you would expect market again to come down. And what I see here on the hourly chart is actually a very nice triangle here that is set, and looks like this can be a very nice breakout higher into wave 5. Now in a triangles, I use this triangle measurement projection for a wave 5. So what I do is I take the widest leg of a triangle, which was obviously wave A, and then I take this leg and project it from the breakout point, which was here because I connected these swing highs. Okay, this was a breakout point, and this is the zone where we just stopped recently. Okay, of course there is also a possible scenario that this was a completed wave 4 and this is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and you will see another push to the upside. But the idea is that this could be a final stage of this triangle, and that sooner or later market will see a reversal back into this previous triangle pivot area, which is around 64. Okay, also what we should look at is obviously dollar yen. I'm still long dollar yen, and I will remain long dollar yen because this has been a very nice 3-wave set, 7-leg setback actually, It's a complex correction, but structured still by two patterns. So this was, or I should say, three legs, because this first move was zigzag. Okay, so this was the one part. Then you have a wave X, and then you have another zigzag, okay, which is the second part. So actually it's that's why I labeled it as a WXY. And notice that we are now bouncing from the lower side of this correction to the upper side of this correction, and looks like the breakout could occur, especially as I said, if dollar in general will see strength, and dollar yen I think will also recover. So on the 4-hour chart, still remain bullish. We are above this trendline support, and I do not see nothing bearish here, just at least not now. Unless we see this trend line broken, then I will have to adjust the views. Also, CAD yen is looking very interesting. This could be waves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have been warning about potential ABC correction, which now looks like a flat for wave 2. Wave 2 is missing. Still, the interesting support is at 83 down to 82.70 is the 50 and 61.8%, right around the former wave 4 swing low and the wave 1 swing high. Okay, so if we see these levels, then I think this could be a very nice, interesting area for more upside, especially if you consider that that's time when the S&P 500 could also complete this three-wave setback. I see a nice reversal from the highs after these 5 subwaves within a wave 5, so looks like that some weakness will occur here. Okay, still, interesting support for the S&P 500 is at 28.73. Also, very quick look at DAX. I know that this market is very strong, but it's not a bad idea to be very careful out there, especially if you want to join this trend. Why? Because we are in a fifth wave, and this looks like an extended wave, or 5 subwaves within a wave 5, right into our fifth levels right there. So again, maybe we see some setback back into this wave 3 swing high, not necessarily to the wave 4 swing low. Why? Because if this wave 5 is really going to be extended or bigger than normally is, okay, then you may not see a retracement back to the wave 4, but only to the wave 3 swing high, okay, before market continues to the upside. But what really matters is here on a monthly chart is that this is uptrend on DAX, that we have reversed nicely to the upside recently, and I think that we are going to see new all-time highs. Okay, traders, thank you very much. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Talk to you soon. Bye.